Are you looking to have a ball with your landscaping? Well, you can, and it's really easy by calling on the experts, the professionals at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We've got all the details coming up. Stay with us.
Bring the family and step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home both inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Stop by and you'll see why we were voted the best home and garden center in Indiana, or check out lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Just watch for the attraction signs.
Well, good morning and welcome to our program here. We've got a great show in store for you. Second half of the program, great discounts, the freebie sale at Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. But before all that, Mark, we've got some great pictures here of a property that you've totally renovated. It's a landscape renovation here at the home of Patrick and Kristen Shelton, and they live in Granger. This place looked a lot different than it looks right now, right, Mark?
It did, Craig, and actually they referred to it as one of the worst landscaped homes in the neighborhood, and we have totally changed their ranking here in this neighborhood now. So they're ranked up there pretty high after this.
And the neighbors have got to love it, huh?
Oh, it's been really great. As we've been working out here, you see the neighbors either walking by, giving thumbs up, slowly driving by their cars, and sharing kind words with us.
Excellent. Well, it's not too late to landscape your home, not too late to call Mark Linton to get some plans in store. Mark, there's still time even to do the landscaping yet this fall, right?
Actually, it's a great time of the year, and plants are all guaranteed for 2 full years, no matter when we install them.
All right, you're going to see some of those plants that are discounted, included in that freebie sale that Mark likes to talk about. That freebie sale segment coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's get started here, Mark. And again, this whole landscape is totally different. I mean, totally different from what it looked like just a few months ago. And it starts with some of the plants, trees, and shrubs that you've placed here.
That's right, Craig. And over here to your right, this is one of my personal favorites. This is a Canadian hemlock, and nice, soft weeping branch structure here. Hemlocks, they do well in full sun. They also tolerate shade. Very easy to trim and maintain. We've started out with a fairly large, mature one, wanting it to eventually reach up to about the eaves or the overhang of the house, and just simply one time a year prune it in that pyramidal shape, but anchors the corner quite nicely here.
It's nice to know and to be able to gauge how big these mature trees will be when they stop growing. And part of the problem earlier here was the original landscaping was kind of like overflowing into everything, wasn't it?
It was. In fact, they had a beautiful crab tree in the front yard, but totally planted in the wrong location. Totally hid the front of the house, and that was the first thing that had to go. And it was very, very unfortunate, because if it would have been positioned differently, we would have kept it. You're right. You're right.
Super. What else here, Mark?
Oh, we've got a lot of things to add color here. We've got a beautiful hydrangea, which has been blooming now for close to a couple of months, loaded with the creamy ivory white colored flowers. And you can even see some new buds starting to form, which will be producing some additional flowers in just a few short weeks here. And then next to it, this is one of my favorite golden colored evergreens here. This is a Sabric Gold Juniper. Beautiful, bright golden colored tips on the ends of the branches. It's a low maintenance juniper, only growing a few inches a year. Maxes out at about 2.5 feet in height, and gets to be about 3 to 4 feet in width, but prized because it provides a nice splash of gold here.
And Patrick and Kristen appreciate that because of the low maintenance, I'm sure, right?
That was definitely one of the requirements that they had. And we had, Wellhead here.
Ah, look at the muscles on this guy.
Had to hide and disguise that. We've got the fiberglass boulder here, which does a great job of covering that up. We've added some different elements, some nice garden art. This is some wind art. We've got a butterfly incorporated here. We also have some perennial flowers, which they specifically wanted that attract hummingbirds and butterflies, and it likes you.
It does. Very nice. You like movement, so this is right up your alley.
Exactly. It provides some movement, some visual interest, as well as some additional color to the garden.
Isn't it interesting how it just came alive when we walked over here? It was just standing still before.
It was because you walked over here.
Think, huh?
And then we are surrounded by some low maintenance knockout roses. These bloom spring, summer, and fall, providing a nice array of color all the way up until Thanksgiving, and sometimes I've even seen them bloom past that as well.
Really? Like maybe even after the snow falls.
Exactly.
Cool.
And then, Craig, behind us here, we wanted to add some color up against the house. These are beautiful moss-lined flower boxes, which we sell at our garden center. Planted this up with some nice cascading annuals. Got the beautiful moss rose in there with some spikes in the center for some height. We've got matching window boxes, one on each side here.
You know, a lot of times I think, Mark, little things can make a big difference. In a window box, you know, it may not be totally a little thing, but I guess in perspective it is, but it makes a huge difference.
It does, and adds a lot of color. This is something that's not going to be a lot of work. It's a small area, and each spring gets replanted with annuals.
Very nice. What else here, Mark?
Well, here next to you, Craig, this is a Diablo 9-bark. We chose this here not only because of the colorful leaf. It blooms with clusters of flowers in the springtime, strategically planted here in between the windows for some height, nice color contrast in front of the siding here. And then accented it with another type of little dwarf golden colored evergreen. These here are gold thread cypress, very, very soft to the touch, low maintenance and slow growing as well.
This Diablo 9 bark you're going to feature later in the program at a deep, deep discount, aren't you?
That's right, and this is a good example of how this plant can be used.
That's excellent. It is. It's a great example. Take a note of it, folks, and then make a mental note as well that you're going to save big later in the show as part of that freebie sale.
We've got quite a few different perennials around here. Black-eyed Susans have been an old-time fashioned favorite, and adds a nice splash of color. The client asked for some low-maintenance lighting, and we've actually got these are solar-powered path lights. Don't require any electrical hookup. They've got a photocell on them. They come on automatically at night. They shut off as soon as the sun comes out during the day.
Very good. Easy to install as well, I'm sure. Now, this whole area used to have landscaping in it. Of course, it didn't look anything like this. In fact, you said you covered up all but just a little corner of what was here before.
You can see just a small little triangular area of sod. We had a enormous raised timber planter here, and they referred to it as their weed box, and so certainly was not beautifying the front of the house. It's actually something that came along with the house when they purchased it, but that was definitely the first thing that had to go.
Their weed box, huh?
Yes, and Craig, we are standing on a nice garden path here. This is sandstone, very easy to walk on. We chose the sandstone because of the nice color contrast with the washed river gravel, and then you also can see a repeat of these tans and browns mixed into the washed river gravel, so everything color coordinates.
Very nice job. And some planning, obviously, that went into this through the services of Linton's Enchanted Gardens. You can find out more when you go to the website, lintons.com. Still plenty of time yet, late summer, early fall, to do exactly what we're talking about here today, Mark.
Here in front of me, this is one of my favorite little dwarf trees. This is a red Japanese lace leaf maple. This is the wow of the front yard, and zero concern of it getting as big as what the crab tree did. This is going to slowly grow up to about 5-6 feet in height, and just requires some occasional pruning. In front of it, Craig, we've got some low maintenance blue star junipers. Actually, you could let those grow for the next 20 years without doing any pruning to them them at all. They just grow a fraction of an inch. I like the color combination as well as the contrast. You've got the little dwarf blue-colored dwarf evergreens along with the burgundy leaves of the Japanese maple.
Very nice, very nice. Landscaping experts they are, Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Open, by the way, tonight till 6, tomorrow night to 6 as well. I like this piece.
Yeah, and you know what? The homeowners asked me, so what is this garden art called? And the answer was less than impressive, and I said a wire sphere, and of course it is. But you know what? It's just unique, it's unusual, and it's fun, and it adds some interest here, and certainly very, very low maintenance.
I like that. An iron sphere right here on the program. Well, this entire area looked entirely different. In fact, we couldn't even see through most of the shrubbery here before, but now you can.
Oh, Craig, it was so uninviting. We actually had huge barberries lined the sidewalk, and barberries have thorns.
That's a welcome, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, you could almost get impaled as you came walking up here. But the barberries are gone, and Shelton's one of their requests was that they wanted to take advantage of this overhead canopy here. It's one of their few shaded areas, so we incorporated a nice little garden bench, a little sitting area along with some matching sandstone step pads. We've got these beautiful golden liriopes, which are in bloom at this time of the year. We've added a water feature, which actually has a built-in LED light, and that is something that you actually can see from the street, even though it's only bubbling up about a couple of inches, and nice soothing sounds of the falling waters there as well as a nice visual effect as well.
Very nice. You like movement, you like sound, you're incorporating all that. Of course, the color that ties from the mat, the door, the welcome mat, all the way up to the door itself.
Yes, Craig, we had our floral department do a custom wreath here for them, and we are all color coordinated. We've got this interchangeable mat system, which this is an insert and simply lifts out of here, and this is something that the Sheltons can change with the change of the seasons. And we chose some colors here, basically transitioning from summer to fall. And you'll also see that coordinating with a welcome flag. And then out by the street, we installed a brand new mailbox, and we've got a mailbox wrap as well.
Very good. Well, let's take a little walk further along the way here. You might have heard Fifi in the background. That's Fifi Shelton. Is that a Chihuahua of the Sheltons?
It's a little fluffy dog is all that I know. We've accented the sidewalk here, kind of creating an outdoor room with a low-growing dwarf boxwood hedge. I've got a nice welcome flag here, which ties in not only with the wreath, but the doormat and the mailbox as well.
How much weight in terms of the stone that you talk about here? I mean, how much tonnage is out here?
That's a good question. I actually happen to know the answer. There is over 12 tons of washed river gravel here. And what they had here before was about a 4-foot landscape bed going across the front of the house. The shrubs were way extending past that landscape bed, and by utilizing low maintenance dwarf type of plants, trees, and shrubs, we've created a nice layered look here to ensure that it's low maintenance.
Very good. Well, Mark, off to the other side of the driveway we go to kind of wrap things up here a little bit.
Yeah, we anchored the corner here with this low-maintenance columnar Hicks yew. This is something that's very vertical growth in nature. Not going to have to worry about growing over the sidewalk or the driveway here. We've got a repeat of the knockout roses, so both sides tie in to each other. There's also a repeat of the bright gold sabric junipers, and then accented the corner with this beautiful Japanese bloodgood maple. Similar color as the lace leaf maple, but more of a columnar upright growth habit. Contrasts nicely in front of the siding.
Okay, and Mark's going to lift up this rock right here to show us what's underneath, right, Mark?
Oh, Craig, I did the last one, you do this one.
Oh, no, I think that's the real one, folks, so we'll just skip that one, but let's run down to the mailbox. You got to see this, folks. This is really cool. I had no idea what you were doing to this mailbox, but it's something that anyone could do to theirs, right, Mark?
They can. Very, very simple. Installed this new mailbox. The other one was very tired. This is what's called a mailbox wrap, and there is a magnetic strip on each side. And this is something else that you can color coordinate and also change with the seasons. It fits a standard size mailbox, totally weatherproof. We've got them for spring, summer, fall, and winter.
It's going to stay on there pretty well, isn't it?
It is. It is. And then I've got a nice assortment of plants here. This is actually a Diablo 9-bark tree. Ties in with the 9-bark shrub. A repeat of the bright golden-colored junipers. We've got an array of perennial flowers out here to give them some color, as well as another knockout rose.
All right, well, let's visit with our homeowner. What do you say?
Great.
Well, Patrick Shelton is the homeowner here. He and his wife, Kristen, have done a wonderful job here through the help, of course, of Mark Linton at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And Patrick, an amazing makeover here. What one thing, maybe, or maybe two, that Mark did really made a difference for you? What were the changes that really stuck out?
Well, love the entire project. The two favorite things are definitely the fountain. It's kind of relaxing, comforting after a long day at work. And I don't have a swimming pool, which I've always wanted, but my wife won't let me get. So that's kind of like my version of a swimming pool. And definitely enjoy the stone pathway through the middle. You know, so we're not walking through the middle of the grass to see both sides of the landscaping. So those would be two of our major.
You know, a lot of what Mark does is low maintenance, and that's important with your young family. And you're a sixth grade teacher here in the area, and we really appreciate the time that you put into other kids' lives. And it's really neat that you have a place now that you can go home and just kind of chill in, right?
That's right. And a lot of the kids in this neighborhood go to my school. So, you know, I have a yard I can be proud of, and it makes us happy.
Well, it is a yard to be proud of. Patrick, congratulations. And Mark, I know it was a joy for you to work with Patrick and his wife.
We truly appreciate this opportunity to serve you and your wife. It's been a great experience for myself as well as our crew. And it's been very rewarding to be actually working out here and see your neighbors giving us a thumbs up. So thank you very, very much for the opportunity.
And we appreciate it. Great work. Great work.
Well, Patrick, thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Tell your wife thank you, too.
Yeah, Kristen, sweetheart, thank you. And little Patrick, we love you, too.
There you go. It's a great makeover. It can be yours as well. Call Linton's or go online at lintons.com and get Mark Linton and his entire staff on board and ready to work for you with that phone call. We'll be back. We've got some great savings going on. The freebie sale lying straight ahead. Stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on graceful grasses, only $3.99. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, welcome back to the program. Hope you enjoyed that landscape makeover in Granger, and I know you're very proud of the work you did, Mark. Outstanding job. And again, just a reminder that folks can have this kind of work done at their home, whether it's a new construction or a residential that's been there for a while. A makeover is very easy for you to accomplish.
It is, and actually it's a lot of fun. We start out by evaluating what the client has, and we go around and, of course, want to keep as much as possible and incorporate that into the new design, and also like to honor any and all wishes that our clients have.
You really take to heart their input, don't you?
We do.
Well, I want you to take to heart some great savings here, and this is what Linton's is all about. Excellent products, unlike anything you'll find anywhere in this region, and prices that cannot be beat. And this portion of the program is actually dedicated to the freebie sale going on this weekend, both tonight till 6 and tomorrow till 6, right here at Linton's on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And the freebie sale, Mark, is just simply tremendous savings.
It is. We've got a lot of freebies here, as well as some specials for our Green Thumb Savings Club members only. Of Craig, we're going to start out here with this huge, beautiful shrub. This makes an excellent focal point if you're needing some height in between a set of windows or to accent a plant on the corner. This is the plant for you. This is a Diablo 9 bark, prized for the beautiful red, almost burgundy colored leaves. In the springtime and early summer months, it's in bloom with clusters of flowers and has a very interesting exfoliating type of bark, almost similar to like a river birch tree. And Craig, this is part of our Green Thumb Savings Club special. Our guests are going to be saving $45 and going to get this almost 6-foot shrub for only $44.99.
All right, excellent, good. What up? What else, Mark?
Craig, what we've got here is gray owl juniper. This is a dwarf, compact, slow-growing juniper, only reaching to be about 2 to 3 feet in height, getting about 3 to 4 feet in width. Prized for the beautiful blue-gray color that you see here. Nice, soft texture, very soft to the touch, and has these aromatic little berries here that give a nice scent or fragrance. Provides nice bones to the landscape. Especially appreciate this during the fall and the winter months. Our gray owl junipers are part of our Green Thumb Savings Club special, and our guests are going to be saving $12.50. This large plant is for our members only, and they're going to pay $12.49.
So it really is the bulb that gives off the scent, huh?
It is, it is. And then out here in front, beautiful dwarf slow-growing cypress. This is called a Cripsey cypress, and part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free, you are going to be receiving 2 of these beautiful dwarf golden plants for only $9.99.
Excellent value here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens.
Craig, out here front and center, this is one of our little dwarf miniature hostas. We're growing over 100 different varieties of hostas. This one is called the Blue Cadet Hosta and has kind of a blue-green colored leaf. Excellent for those folks that have shaded or low light areas. Going to buy 2, get 3rd free, and going to receive excellent savings there.
Now the miniature hosta, Mark, will not get a whole lot bigger than that?
You know, Craig, you're going to see a mature plant about twice that size. The leaves stay very small, especially compared to some of the more common hostas. And then we have some other hostas that we grow that are just ginormous. But this works out really well in small, tight areas. I love to incorporate these into rock gardens, plant them in between little cracks and crevices.
And then they don't get like all over the place. They're really contained.
It's a nice little mounding plant.
Yeah. Great. What else, Mark?
Next to it, this is one of my favorite ornamental grasses here. This is a golden liriope. This variety happens to be called Mark Anthony liriope, prized for its blue, almost purple colored spikes of flowers, and it continues to bloom all throughout the summertime. I really like the color contrast between the flowers and the golden colored leaves. This is an ornamental grass that comes back year after year, and it grows in full sun. It also tolerates some shade as well. Doesn't get much taller than what you see right here, so it is a nice little dwarf compact plant. The Mark Anthony ornamental grass is buy 2, get 1 free. Going to save $8.99.
We're going to hear about a Mark Linton grass. Is there going to be one here soon?
Right now, no plans for that, but another ornamental grass here, prized for the beautiful red, almost purple, even somewhat burgundy colored tips that you see here on the leaves. And then the inner growth is this nice contrasting lime color. Just starting to develop the seed heads, and the seed heads are more of a purple color. It's called Shenandoah switchgrass. Our Green Thumb Savings Club members are going to be saving $13 and going to get this large ornamental grass for only $12.99.
I really like that. That's really cool. What else, Mark?
Oh, hydrangeas are very, very popular. They bloom for a long period of time. They start out with beautiful, creamy, ivory white clumps of flowers, and now that we're having some cooler evenings, you can start seeing some change in the coloration. You see kind of some pink tones going on there, and as the temperatures continue to drop and we go into the fall months, that pink is going to change to more of a maroon or burgundy color. You're going to get over 3 months worth of color on these hydrangeas. Very, very easy to grow and guaranteed to bloom. This is a PG PG hydrangea. Buy one, get one free. Amazing value here. Going to get this large plant for only $12.99.
Excellent, excellent. Run out today until 6 at Linton's and tomorrow until 6 as well.
And then out here in front with those beautiful bright red colored flowers, that's a fan scarlet cardinal flower. And buy two, get one free. Our guests are going to be saving $9.99. Excellent plant for attracting both hummingbirds and butterflies. Adds a nice splash of color to the garden. Continues to bloom all throughout the summertime.
That's great. That's a beautiful look as well. I love the color that you're introducing here today. Really nice.
Lots of color. And Craig, this one here is actually past its bloom period, but you can see where all these spikes of flowers were. This is a Calethra hummingbird summer sweet, and very sweet, fragrant flowers. Nice, compact little shrub. I especially like to have these planted near decks, near patios, where when they're in bloom, they give a nice fragrance. Part of our Green Thumb Savings Club special, our guests are going to be saving $10. This plant is only $9.99.
So once you're past that bloom period that you spoke about, it's still okay to be planting anew, right?
Oh my goodness, especially right now, it gives them a chance to get rooted in and established before the winter sets in.
Excellent. Mark, what else?
Out here in front, we've got a little dwarf boxwood. This variety is a winter gem boxwood, prized for the shiny, glossy leaves that you see there. Another plant that grows in sun as well as in shade. Very low maintenance, grows extremely slowly, very easy to prune, and just a nice low maintenance evergreen shrub. Part of our freebie sale, buy two, get one free, going to save $8.99.
All right, this is all a part of the freebie sale here at Linton's as our sales continue.
Craig, this is a butterfly bush here, and these continue to bloom all throughout this season, and you get a lot of color as well as fragrance with the butterfly bushes. We grow a whole entire array of different colors, and actually butterfly bushes are perennials. You cut them down at the end of the season just like an ornamental grass. The butterfly bush is buy one, get one free. You're going to save $14.99.
If you'd like to find out more about Linton's, of course, lintons.com, the website, or come out and visit us, County Road 17 in Elkhart.
Craig, this is a Russian sage, a very popular perennial, almost ornamental grass-like, but beautiful, bright blue-colored flowers. Buy two, get one free, going to save $8.99.
So that really is a bright blue as opposed to a violet, isn't it?
There you go, Craig.
Yeah, very close, though.
Yes, yes. And then finally here, we've got a beautiful ornamental tree. This is a Rose of Sharon. This variety is called Lucy, and it blooms with a pink-colored flower with a red interior growth on the petals. Buy one, get one free. Going to be saving $119.99.
Excellent values. Bring your whole family out here this weekend. In fact, as we're taping, there's a family across the pond here enjoying themselves, feeding the fish, and this truly is a destination. Make a point to join us here this weekend, regardless of where you're at in any of the counties represented in the coverage area. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Mark, always good being with you.
Thank you, Craig.
For Mark Linton, our producer Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.